Hi guys, welcome back to the Hill Project. We are back with episode 5 of 5 Questions Go. We've had our questions already. Change of clothes hasn't happened since like 3 days ago, but we're stinking up the place and we're here for more questions that you've given us. Many from Discord, couple from YouTube. Make sure you leave them in the comments below and you'll be on a future episode. First one though, today boys, from Duffy. If you can make a match with one superstar from WWE, AEW, New Japan, and NWA for some weird reason he's included, who would you have and what stipulation?
What stipulation?
What stipulation? Stipulation's the hard one. So Nick Aldis has got to go on there. Because, you know, I'm out after that.
Yeah, Nick Aldis is probably a solid choice. Solid choice. Unless the NWA guy's just there to take the pin, in which case, you know, you've got anyone
it
else
doesn't really
on the
matter.
roster. Yeah,
it could be anyone. It could be anyone. New Japan, AEW, WWE.
I'm not going to be able to say their names because they're from New Japan and I can't speak Japanese and say them.
It really depends what stipulation you go for.
What's the old boy's name? Is it Suzuki?
Suzuki, yeah.
Yeah, I that'd be my New Japan pick. I would go with Nick Aldis from NWA.
Yeah.
AEW, probably Keith Lee. No, I'm going to go Luchasaurus.
That's really weird, but that's exactly who I had on my list as Keith Lee. Out of everyone you could have picked in AEW, Keith Lee was one of the ones I was going to go with.
And then I'm going to go Brock Lesnar. And in fact, I'm not going to go Luchasaurus. I'm going to go Keith Lee because I want to see Keith Lee and Brock Lesnar in the same match. Just it needs to happen.
What for the whole big boy moment?
Yeah.
Big boy.
And I would have that as an elimination Hell in a Cell inside a triple cage. Fuck it.
I forgot we had to do that as well, so I was a bit like, oh, shit. Ooh, so I'm going to take... Ooh, which one do I take? Because I like... There's a few from Japan I like. Even Nagata's I like. Oh.
I'd say it'd be quite interesting to do that as a women's match, but I don't think I could name... Well, I mean, there are no women in New Japan, and I couldn't name a woman from NWA, so...
What's Taz's son's name? He's just gone from my head completely. Hook, thank you. So I'm going to go... I think that's going to take... I'm going to take, because that could be good. I'm going to go Jeff Cobb. Hook.
Good shout.
We'll take whoever from NWA because they will be the ones taking the pin. So maybe not Nick Aldis, maybe a smaller guy. You say Cardona's there, Pete?
Yeah.
I'll go him.
I don't think Matt Cardona's smaller than Aldis, but yeah.
Isn't he?
Former Zack Ryder. He's quite a big lad.
No, size-wise, yeah, size-wise.
Yeah, he's quite a big lad.
Still say I would have said he's smaller.
Aldis isn't exactly massive, mate.
No. All right. Yeah. Well, either way, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Let's be honest.
No, it doesn't. He's this.
Oh, who else do I want in that though?
You've got a WWE guy to pick now.
That's what I'm. Yeah. So I'm just thinking who because we're going. Brock would be the obvious one, but Brock would probably eat them.
Brock's got to win. Although Cobb versus Brock would be an interesting one, an interesting matchup.
Do you know?
As long as they let Cobb go like he does in New Japan and didn't just treat him like they do in fucking when he was in AEW for that little run, because that was awful.
It's out there, but yeah, I think it'll be a good match. I don't want WWE getting the win on this one, so I'm going to go Cobb, Hook, Chad Gable, and then NWA. I'm not fussed. I know. I think that'd be a fucking great match.
That would be a fantastic match.
Yeah.
Who you got winning it? Who you got winning it?
Cobb, I think. Maybe Hook.
Okay. It's a very interesting match. I'd definitely watch it.
I'm just going down that route. So, and then what stipulation? Make it fucking hard for them and just stick them in a fucking Hell in a Cell. They got nowhere to run.
I've got Hell in a Cell. Fuck off.
Oh, you did? Did you say? What did you say? Triple threat Hell in a Cell.
No, I said elimination Hell in a Cell.
Elimination Hell in a Cell. I can't have triple threat. It's good fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
Go on. I'll do the same sort of thing. Steel cage. Nowhere to fucking run. Just batter the shit out of each other.
Therefore, I'm gonna go. Just debating what kind of match I want. Do I want a high flyer match, or do I want?
I thought about high flyer.
I mean, Dan's
that's what I was thinking.
Got a bit of a mix there. To be fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Cardona.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Will Ospreay.
I had Will Ospreay as a thought. Yeah.
Who am I gonna put in there with?
Don't know, mate.
In WWE, I'm gonna throw in. Do you know what? I was going to think Ricochet just for the high flying still. But I'm going to throw in AJ.
Okay.
And from AEW, I'm going to throw in... I'm going to throw in Swerve Scott. He was jumping about last night. He was looking all right. Quick. Yeah.
Not a bad one at all, mate. That's a decent shout, to be fair.
It's a fair match. It's going to be quick
paced.
And
I'll do a ladder match.
It makes sense with them.
It makes sense.
Although I think Cardona's probably your odd one out there. He's probably the biggest man in the match, which is weird.
Yeah.
If you could merge 3 wrestlers, create the ultimate superstar, who would it be and why? From Duffy. It's hard.
Very hard.
It's a head scratcher.
Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock.
You're just gonna put bums in seats there, aren't you? That's what he's after.
Randy Orton.
That's annoying because I was going to take Orton as one because he did a few things for me.
So Brock, because of his intensity and his explosiveness, like there is no one else like Brock for how fast and intense he can be when he goes in the ring. The Rock for his charisma, like again, there's no one on that level at all. And then Orton is just so crisp with everything he does and very technical. So that's the side of Orton I'd take.
He's so well rounded, isn't he? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
But could you imagine a wrestler that wrestles like Brock and talks like The Rock? That on its own is enough.
I got mine as well. Funnily enough, mine would be Will Ospreay because it speaks for itself. Not for his attitude. He's a bit of an arse from what I gather. Cesaro, or whatever what's he called now? Fucking
Claudio.
Claudio. That's it. Castagnoli. And Roman Reigns, because selling power. That'd be my 3.
I think I'm gonna go.
I think that's a good combination there.
Yeah.
What are you taking
With
from
them.
each?
So obviously Will for his sheer athletic ability and his movement around the ring.
Okay.
Claudio for his sheer strength and sort of charisma. Roman for his selling ability and his sort of his finisher and sort of power on the move, I suppose. So Cesaro's giving you, or Claudio's giving the power of just like his actual strength, whereas Roman makes everything look powerful, doesn't he? I think that'd be a really good, like the ultimate seller of a match.
Yeah, it's a good mix for in ring. I think you're going to struggle on the.
I might struggle on the mic
a little bit.
Might struggle on the mic a little bit.
I would go.
Mind you, Will's cut a couple of good ones as well in his time.
Has he?
Yeah. And Roman's getting better. To be fair, let's be honest.
I'm trying to think of people different to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with for his mic work and his brain.
Fair.
I'm gonna go with size. I'm gonna go Wardlow because I think he's just an absolute beast.
Yeah.
Okay.
And can't
argue with that.
For wrestling, for a big guy as well, because he'd be a big guy, I'm gonna go with someone I love to watch wrestling, and that's Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, that's not bad at all, mate.
So it's a very good mix. Very good mix.
Yeah. Ooh. Right. So if you're going to be in the main event, you're the star of the company. You're the main event. Who would you like to be? Who would you like to be facing? And at what pay-per-view? From Lucy Nickerson.
I mean, currently,
yep.
Roman Reigns at Mania. What's going to give you a bigger payday? Like,
well, all time though, we're including all time as well. Let's not take into account like current wrestling ability.
Okay, well, I mean,
all time.
Yeah, I mean, it depends who the champion is. Like, whoever the champion is, and the biggest pay-per-view possible. Like, that's my obvious answer.
Well, let's assume that whoever you're facing is the champion. So.
Right. Okay. So I get to pick whoever.
You're the challenge. You're the challenger.
You're the face of and you're the face of the champion. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Zach Gowen. The main event of WrestleMania.
You cheating bastard! Let's say you're guaranteed to win.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was gonna say Little Boogeyman, a ladder match.
Of all time, yeah. Any wrestler, any time.
Yep.
Okay. Hulk Hogan. Back at his prime.
Early WrestleManias.
Again, main event Mania.
Yeah, I think we're all going to go main event Mania. There is nothing bigger, is there?
No, that's what wrestling's about, isn't it? If you're not trying to get to the main event of WrestleMania, you're in the wrong business.
Oh, it's just a case of which one do you think you'd have the most fun with? Like on the night.
I want to earn dollars. I want the fame. I want the fame and the money. That's the point of this for me.
I'm going to go The Rock. I think The Rock's still that level, isn't he?
Yeah.
Go on, Pete.
Who would I go for?
Yep, that's the question. Let's hope you're ready by now.
I just don't like thinking someone like Bray. I don't know. Do you know what? We'd go take a Hell in a Cell just to try and because they're all iconic, and I'd want my match to be iconic as well.
So you also want to be the third person to beat Taker at Mania. So yeah, I get it. Yeah. I get it. I did think about Taker. I also thought about Brock. I thought Brock would be a good choice.
At the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view or at Mania?
At Mania.
In a Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, why would you? The Hell in a Cell pay-per-view get scrapped, by the way.
I'm just checking. I was just checking.
Yeah, they're scrapping the Hell in a Cell pay-per-views. They're scrapping all the named pay-per-views named after matches.
Yeah.
Makes sense because it's short. Yeah, it does kind of ruin the matches. Yeah. And what about Chamber and Royal Rumble?
Yeah, I think they're just going to rename it. Royal Rumble's obviously Royal Rumble. It's a different thing.
Okay. Let's go with one with Titch. Your worst, in our opinions, the worst wrestler, and I'll narrow it down to make it a bit easier. My doorbell goes. Worst wrestler to enter a WWE ring. We'll say main roster.
Got one that was just no point.
Go on then, Pete.
Bastion Booger.
He was comic relief.
Yeah, that's it. It does. If they're in,
he was the worst wrestler. Yeah.
Does that not?
I'll tell you then. Someone who's got absolutely nothing about them, and I'm gonna get hate for it, Bret Hart, because there was no one as pointless as Bret to get in there. He could wrestle like anyone else with no personality, though.
So, YouTube, that was Pete that said that. So, don't bully me for being fat today.
Worst wrestler of all time to enter the WWE ring, Bret Hart.
Worst. He's not the worst. I suppose he can do it.
He can tracking. No, you said it now. You said it now.
He can do an elbow drop.
You've made your bed. Now lie in it.
From the middle rope.
You've made your bed. Now lie in it.
He can do an elbow drop from the middle rope. Okay.
He can do an elbow drop from the middle rope.
Give me.
Oh,
I don't know.
No, I've got one. I've got the worst wrestler.
No, because I was going to say Ellsworth, but even then, he was quite funny at times. It kind of worked. It gave me a little titter and a tatter, and it just doesn't make him the worst then, does it?
I think the worst one.
The thing is, we're not going to remember the worst because they're the reason they are the worst. They didn't make it.
I won't say this one until you've done yours. I don't think you two guys are picking, but there was nothing about him. Wasn't funny.
Right now,
wasn't
we
good.
go Moss?
I mean, Carly's on that list. Let's be honest.
Give me Eva Marie. There you are. Eva Marie.
I think Eva added something, but yeah, okay.
I don't know if she did. It wasn't particularly.
I didn't say anything good. I just said something.
Yeah. Okay.
This guy, I don't think actually had anything.
Eva Marie.
Go on, Pete.
Giant Gonzalez.
I mean,
he had nothing about him.
He was in a
he beat
match
Taker.
with Taker at Mania, though.
Yeah, and they only way
that's what shouldn't have been though.
The only way they got him out was the chloroform on the hang.
He lost via DQ.
Yeah, and the guy never had a storyline after that. Nothing about him, and it was just pointless.
Taker's biggest blemish on his WrestleMania history, to be fair, that much.
Yeah,
because he didn't technically win. I mean, he did, but it was via DQ. So, Cameron from the Funkadactyls.
Okay, yeah.
She was fucking awful. So she was in Tough Enough at one point, and she tried to pin someone while they were lying on their stomach. She was then asked what her favourite match was of all time, and she said it was like day after Raw, and she said, I can't remember what the women's match was that was on Raw the night before, but it was that one. And it was like, I think it was Alicia Fox versus someone that was on the night before, and it was just like...
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's pretty bad.
So yeah, there's my worst wrestler ever to step in the ring. She also returned for this year's Royal Rumble. Was it this year's or was it last year's?
Maybe last year's. I can't actually remember. It's been a long year. We are in like
I don't think anybody
November
really
now.
cares either. Let's be honest. It's Cameron.
No. If you could replace a championship from now with one from the past, which one would it be? Now that's interesting because obviously the 24/7's now gone.
No, it still counts.
I think we got a count as being retired now. It's on the website. It says till 2022 or whatever, doesn't it?
Oh, okay.
I think they've officially retired it now.
Either way, the hardcore title's the one I'm bringing back.
So you got to get rid of one in which case?
The Raw Tag Team Championship. Who cares? Like, it will just have one tag team title. For
you have the hardcore back.
Yeah.
I think I'll get rid of the US title and bring back the European title.
See, I think the European title's going to come back anyway with the NXT Europe brand.
Yeah.
I always did like the European title.
See, but again, mine would be just for more opinion because I mean, sort of ignoring the women's one because that's sort of falling apart. The whole the rosters. We'll just ignore the women's stuff at the minute. But I'm going to replace the individual tags with one actual main tag, like proper one tag. Not the pennies, the one before that, the nice ones. That's what I do. Unify them properly. Proper tags.
Right?
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Because, I hate tags. I hate tag wrestling. It's really boring at the minute.
Tag wrestling used to be great.
It did. But is that because it used to be more...
One of my best pay-per-views I ever watched, and one of the best matches at that pay-per-view was a tag match. So, and yes, I'm talking about TLC 2 from WrestleMania 17.
But that was a long time ago. Tag wrestling's nowhere near what it used to be.
21 years ago, isn't it? It's mental.
Yeah.
Nearly 22.
We're old, mate. We're old.
Wrestling used to be good.
And here we are making YouTube content.
Sunshine.
Back in my day, we used to not have YouTube. And on that note, please leave a like, share, subscribe. Leave your questions in the comments below, and we will catch you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.